video in the wedding series. Now you may be wondering why I'm sat with a load of parcels. Now, I have just got back from a wedding fair. If you didn't know, I own a wedding and events business called Dream Scenes Events and Weddings, and I do a lot of stuff like decor and what else do I do? A bit of everything, to be honest. If you haven't looked at the website, then feel free to go and check out the link in the description. But basically, I've had a load of parcels that have been building up, and I've still not actually opened them. So I thought I would show you most of the things that I've bought for the wedding. Now, there are a few things that are in the loft which I'm not going to bring down just for the sake of this video. Things like the white lanterns, which you'll see on my Dream Scene Instagram, which have been used a few times for like wedding fairs and for weddings. And they're just like lanterns, they're white lanterns. And corner flowers, which are all rainbows, which were meant to go on an arch. However, we're now not entirely sure whether we're going to have an arch because the venues that we're looking at don't necessarily need them. But it depends where we end up, obviously. Because if we do end up needing an arch, then we've got a white one, which is like 2 meters wide by 1 meter. 1 meter by 2 meters? Something like that. Either way, we've got an arch, which we can use. Which I'll just put like white drape on, which tulle, and like orange and blue drapage on, with the corner flowers. What you can't see is Jerry has just climbed on top of the box. There you are, on top of the box. But yeah, so I have done a few orders. I've also got bits and bobs like jewellery bits and other bits. So I thought I'd show you the first bag worth. I've also got a load of material in the loft, which I've just remembered, because I'm going to make my own wedding dress. This is a challenge and a half for someone who cannot sew. Basically, I bought a wedding dress off of Vinted, which cost me, hold on a second, is this just material or is this actually my dress? I can never tell. I feel like it's just material. Okay, because of the way that I've packed this bag, I'll show you Dom's stuff first. So, I got in this tiny little this little bow tie, which kind of includes our colours. We're actually going to have like a more rainbowy theme, but my favourite colour is orange, if you didn't know, like a rusty orange, and his is blue. And this bow tie I thought was absolutely perfect because it's got the swirliness and all that kind of boho kind of stuff, which we both like, so I got him that. And then I got him this, which is actually a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, again off Vinted, which is just a nice blazer, but it's got checks on it, which are just white checks. I don't really know what else to say. He's not even seen this, I don't think, so he may hate it, but again, it was a £5, so I bought it. I don't even know where it's originally from because it doesn't say, but it came with a little brooch, which is actually a little clock, which I thought was really cute. It also came with a little buttonhole in it, but we actually took that out so we could use it in his other suit when we do like go to weddings. So yeah, so that's what I got him. Oh, that's the other thing that I've got. I've got some little buttonhole flowers, which are actually dried flowers, and there's like 12 in the pack or something. And I've picked out the one that Dom will wear, in whether that'll be on his lapel or whether that'll be on something else. Not sure. But yeah, so that's that. Dom has got some navy trousers, however I think they're a bit too light for these, so I think we might need to find some new ones. That's by the by. That's him vaguely sorted. He's got brown shoes. That's about it. White shirt maybe. I need to actually discuss it with him and actually speak to him about everything wedding wise, because at the moment all we've done is have a look at wedding venues and that's about it. So, believe it or not, my dress is in here. So as I say, this dress was from Vinted and it's very nice, but it's just not quite right for me. But because of the way that I looked at it, I went, oh, this is easily quite editable. So, this is more difficult to do. Anyway, I'll show you properly at some point, but not right now. It's currently inside out, but this is, I've just kind of untucked it so you can see. But this is the top, and it's got the corset back, which is actually there, but that's the back. And then it's got like a tall-ish kind of bottom, which again I'll show you at some point properly when it's on. I'm going to do a DIY my wedding dress video, whether that be a few videos or just a video, I'm not entirely sure yet. Probably a few videos by the time I actually get around to doing it. But anyway, so basically the idea is it sits like this and I want to make it into a top. So basically underneath this is some satin. Now basically I thought, let's take away this layer, which is the tulle, because I might use it on top anyway, but then use this to make a top, and then I want to make it into a skirt separately, because what I want to do is have two skirts. So I have a little skirt underneath and then I reveal said little skirt with the big one that's over the top, which will be slightly A-line, a bit more my style for formal-esque stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Again, I will show you at some point. This is basically just full of pearls, full of little floral bits, sequins, all that kind of jazz. And then the bottom is currently just plain. And I want to jazz it up a bit, so I've got a load of material, which again I will show you at a later point. So that's the dress. You kind of get a vague idea, but that's something that I have been storing for maybe a year, because I kind of had this idea of me doing it myself a long time ago. So yeah, so basically this is the bag of material, and then I've got an actual roll of material as well. So there's this, I don't even know what you call it, and then I've got some funky ones at the bottom. I'm not going to take it out because, as I say, I'm going to do a separate video on this. Let's take the box. But yeah, so I thought I'd just show you that, just as a little sneak peek, so you can make sure that you are following, make sure that you have a good idea of what's to come. So with me saying I want to reveal my skirt, something else that we're going to do, which I'm not entirely sure Dom knows, is swap out our shoes to trainers. Now these actually light up, like they're rechargeable and the soles light up. So that's the other thing that we're going to do, is swap out our shoes, so that's fun. Again, Vinted specials. So these are the cufflinks that Dom is going to wear, because they're a bit funky and they are a little bit of a nod to the cats. They're not treats, my love. They aren't, I promise you. So basically, these sit over, they're not really cufflinks, I don't really know what they're called. Button toppers. But basically, that's what they look like. As I say, they got a cat eye in them, and they're also rainbow. So, hello. Look. Not interested. But yeah, so they kind of go with the theme, but basically they kind of slot into the button and then just sit on top of the button on the sleeve. Which I thought was actually really cute. because it means you can still get used to the button, etc, etc. And as I say, little nod to the caps. So yeah, here's a little sneaky peek for you. So this is our ring box. Now, something that we're planning on doing is having a surprise ring bearer. So basically, I'm going to put the rings in here. I mean, they are actually already in there. And basically, we're going to put this in maybe like an organza bag and tie this to the back of somebody's chair. And then obviously when the person sits behind them, they can see the bag. And I'm hoping that it's going to say like surprise on it or something. But yeah, obviously they're the little details that we kind of need to work out a bit closer to the time probably. But yeah, so this will be like a little surprise thing to do. Ooh. I haven't got the rest of my jewellery in here. I don't know why I keep separating everything. It's really doing my head, and I keep putting things down, putting them places, and I forget about them. But anyway, so I have these are my earrings, which are just going to be nice little dangly earrings. But yeah, they've got like all the charms, all the colours, whatever you want to call them, gemstones, something along those lines, which matches my wedding band. So my wedding band is quite dainty, so it's got like, I don't even think you can see, but it's got little gemstones in it which are all different colours. I really do not think you'll be able to see, but it's just, it reminds me a bit like Thor, to be honest. But yeah, it's really thin, as you can see. So I'll give you a little bit sneak peek of what it'll look like. It is actually adjustable, because something that I struggle with is having fat fingers when it's sunny, warm, whatever, and then my fingers shrink to an unbelievably small amount, which is something that I struggle with my engagement ring. But yeah, we'll at some point probably get it resized. So in actual fact, because I bought my wedding band a long time ago, it does actually kind of sit a little bit weirdly with my engagement ring, and obviously my wedding band is gold, which I'm no problem with having mixed materials, but this is basically what it will look like. So obviously the engagement ring sits on the top, and then the wedding band sits on the bottom, which, because it's so dainty, it does get a bit lost, but it is there, I promise you. But yeah, so this is what it'll look like. A little bit of a hint of colour underneath, and it'll be nice to like just look at it. It's a bit subtle, you know. I quite like it. Well, I do like it a lot. I'll show you with it. That's what it looks like on its own. But yeah, so dainty. I might end up getting a proper one at some point, but at this point in time it matches what I want, and I'm not really that fussed about having something stupidly expensive for the hell of it, which is why I ended up with a cheap engagement ring, because I requested that do not spend much money on it, basically. Anyway, but that's there for another story if you bothered, if you want to ask the questions. So this is Dom's wedding band. I got this at the same time as mine. Again, just a cheap, cheerful one. Again, didn't really want to spend too much money on it because Dom's probably not actually going to wear this. I don't think he's even tried it on yet, which he probably should. Doesn't fit on my fingers because I have fat fingers. It fits on my little finger. He's got smaller fingers than I have though, so hopefully it will fit. Anyway, so yeah, so this is the wedding band. As I say, he's probably not going to wear it, so he'll probably wear it on like his keys, key ring, whatever. Which has kind of always been a thing. I always knew the fact that that would be the case, hence why not spending that much on it. But this is like a black with the blue, so it's nice. I like it. I think it's very Dom, because like obviously working in theatre you wear a lot of black, and then the blue is just a hint of the blue, hint of the colour that you like, so I think it's very him. So, something for the actual wedding to actually like decorate with. These are the cake topper. I've just I just noticed. So oh my god, I don't see it. So this is the cake topper that we're gonna have. They're just little models of cats, which look similar to a point to our cats. I just thought it was quite cute. We're actually going to have my dad make the cake, hopefully. But I've just noticed this cat has quite large balls. And this one is effectively probably going to be more like Jerry, which is a girl. Yeah, this is meant to be you, but you've got big balls. But yeah, then this little one. So yeah, they're quite cute. Oh, she's not enjoying that. They'll just sit on the top of the cake, and just act like a cake topper, which I thought was quite cute. And then the last thing out of this bag, you'll be happy to know, are these. Now again, these came in an order that I got off Vinted. I think it was actually the same place that I got the wedding dress from. But they're just these coasters, which I thought were genius, to be honest, which is why I got them. I want to say there's like 40 in here, just a bag of them. So yeah, hopefully these will be good, and they'll get used. So you'll have heard me mention that I've got some white lanterns. Now, if you didn't know and haven't watched the first one, you won't know the fact that I own a wedding and events business called Dream Scene Events and Weddings, and a lot of the stuff I provide is like decor wise and etc. So my wedding is going to be sponsored by Dream Scene, because obviously there's no point in buying lots of bits that already exist in the house from hiring out, basically. So the lanterns is one of the things that I hire out already, and I've thought of a design that I'm going to use for them. Basically what I'm going to do is have each different side where the glass is in a different thing. So basically I'm going to have a QR code on one side for a link to the Dropbox for people to put photos and videos in and stuff, a QR code for a donation to our future funds. If you would like to donate, then there is a link actually in the description. This will help goes towards the wedding, honeymoon, house things, future babies, every time. So yeah, so the other side, it's going to be the poster that I have made, which has got our faces on it, and it's basically a selfie of us in the theatre from that show. Each table is going to be themed to a musical, so there's basically going to be a picture of us seeing that show, and then the other one will be the list of names that's going to be the people that are sat on that table. I hope that makes sense, but that's basically what we're doing with the lanterns. Going to put candles in the middle so they have a little bit of illumination in it. Obviously not real candles, fake candles. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do, and they were from IKEA. That was the whole point of me saying this. I feel like that was a really long-winded way of saying that, but that's why. Okay, that's why. Okay, in the box is a cat. If you don't know, my glasses are from I've not got them on, I can't even show you, but they have magnets in the sides, and I have little toppers that go and make them a different style. Basically I'll go and get some so I can show you. This is what I actually think it is, which it should be. And basically I need a new place to store them because they're currently all on the fridge, which is not the best place for them, and I've got more in the way, and now I've run out of space on the fridge. So if these are the right things that I'm thinking of, then great. I'm probably going to put this on the side of my wardrobe. Probably the most sensible option. But we'll see. Also to go in the gap of the wardrobe, so if you haven't seen the renovation videos on our joint Instagram, which also has the wedding series on, basically built all my wardrobe and realised I could have fitted another 50cm wardrobe in there. However, I've put a chair in there instead so I can sit down when Dom's asleep and get ready. So I've bought a little curtain rail, so that, is it curtain rail? Clothes rail, whatever you call it, hanger space. So I can put that in the gap and then put like the next day clothes hanging up so that they're not just in the way. Basically, that was my whole point of that. All of our signage for our wedding is all going to be in picture frames, because the plan was so that we can use the picture frames in the house after the wedding. So basically, imagine this as a wedding sign. So like maybe like the welcome sign, which will be, ooh, these haven't got things on. So yeah, so this will have like welcome to the wedding of us on it. There's a few of these. I'm not quite sure why I bought so many. I'm sure there's a reason. But yeah, so each one's going to have a different sign on it. I've made them all in Canva, and then I'm just going to print them off and pop them in here so that they're all nice. I've also got these little picture frames as well, which are used obviously for the smaller signs. These are actually wooden rather than the gold. So yeah, they'll be used for things like the games corner, just to tell people like you can sign the bench, you can sign the cards, etc, etc. So start off with doing my little plug. If you didn't know, I own Dream Scene Events and Weddings, doing decor and all things random stuff that you probably wouldn't need, but you do need because it's fun. I.e. arcade machine, which is actually over there, which you can't see in this, photo booth, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we have gone for a very like fun wedding. Like, we want it to be as fun as possible. We want there to be lots to do, because basically both of us hate having attention on ourselves, so we want things for the guests to do, and we enjoy having a sensory overload. Basically we work in theatre, so having lights around us is quite a thing that we do often. So something to kind of be a nod to that is, as well as obviously having the light of love letters and stuff like that, we have gone for these, which if you're getting married you probably have seen these. These are little glow sticks. I'm not going to undo them, so you won't be able to see them glow until closer to the time. So these are just foam sticks, which means that if you whack each other, it's not going to be a problem. But yeah, they're going to light up, and we're going to leave a little sign to say grab a glow stick, light up the dance floor, and hopefully there'll be lots of light sobering basically. And that is just a box of them in there. I'm going to make my own bouquet. So the first ones I've got, I've tried, calm down, slow down, take a breather. So we are having a colourful rainbow-esque theme to our wedding. We want it to be nice and bright, nice and joyful, all that kind of jazz. So basically I'm doing a bouquet out of lots of different styles, lots of different, I don't know what they're called, breeds, flavours, types, that's the word. So I've got some of these. What I'm going to do is actually take them out of the packaging and put them somewhere else. These reminded me, if anybody has seen Horton's Here's a Who, Dr. Seuss, the film, this is what it reminds me of. I don't know what these are called. They don't smell, they're not real, sorry. Oh my god. Okay, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. So, So these are holographic. I'm slightly obsessed with things holographic for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's the sensory overload that I need in my brain. But these are just singular stems. There's quite a few of them actually. Again, I'm just going to spread these around. Oh, cute. These are just rainbow. I love them. So these are lilies, which are actually allergic. No, cats are allergic to. But I like the look of these. These are huge though. These are giving me Rapunzel or Tangled vibes, where she's like, flower gleam and glow, let your flowers shine, make the clock reverse, bring back what once was mine. That vibe, you know? Do you know what I mean? Looking at that? Did you get it? Yeah, okay, great. Just these two. Big bunch of them. Little bunches of pansies, so they'll be cute to put in. Stems in, and then create a bouquet out of that. But I kind of feel like I might just bunch them all together and chop them all to the right length and put ribbon around them. Because I did get some ribbon somewhere in here. So the last of the flowers are these little sunflowers. There's 5 stems of these. Again, I'm just going to chop them down to size when I need them. I've currently laid them all out so I can see them all. But yeah, I've basically got every colour from the rainbow, and then I'm just going to put them all together as much as I want, and then chop and change them as much as I want, and then see how well that works. Is basically the plan. A5 picture frames. I think they're just slightly wider than A5. Maybe 6x8. There you go. 6x8 frames. Lovely. Again with the glow sticks. Got some real glow sticks. So these are the ones that you snap, and then they glow with like UV colours, neon colours, whatever they are. Make bracelets out of them and that kind of stuff. So I thought they were quite fun. Add them to the foam glow sticks as well. I bought some tissues like in packs. Don't ask me really why, other than I want to keep one in my little bum bag because I'm going to wear a bum bag for the day. But yeah, and then I'm going to have maybe 1 or 2 tissues like tucked in my bouquet, just in case I cry in the aisle. So this is one of these things where it is meant to get rid of the oil on your makeup, but it's in the shape of a paw print. So it's got the paw print on the top, and then the bottom bit is like the bit that you roll across your face to get rid of the oil. I am quite an oily, sweaty person, so I thought I would try this out. It's really weird. It's like chalk, but it's not. Strange. But yeah, again, I'm gonna put this in my little bum bag that I have, and then I can just go whenever I need. So I just got a his and hers Val books, so that we can write in them. I think they're just, oh, they are lined. Oh, that's cute. I thought these were just going to be like empty. Oh my god, there's like floral pages. That's really fun. But yeah, so we can write in these as well, and then say our vows. And I got loads of scatter crystals. Again, not entirely sure why. Ah, I got some fishing wire. Basically, I'm doing a Broadway event next week, and I'm going to be trying to hang things from places, so I needed thin fishing wire. I also got some ribbon, which I think I got some different versions. I did. So, I got this ribbon, which I haven't worked out what I'm going to use for. I think I might use it for the bow of my dress. but I'm not sure. It's basically like a rainbow ribbon, which is really nice. It's just tartan. And then I think this is the one that I'm going to use for my bouquet. Or the other way round. Not entirely sure just yet. I don't know if you can actually see that, but I might, I don't know which way round I would do it. Have this as my dress. Let me know what you think. Which one shall I have as my bow for the back of my dress, and which one shall I have for my bouquet? I'm kind of feeling that this should be the back of my dress. Just because then it kind of matches Dom's suit a little bit better. Unsure. I got a load of pencils as well, which just have little hearts on, which is really cute. Again, gonna pop these on the table in front of each setting. Oh yeah, so one of the ideas that I had was to have a tree painting canvas, whatever it is, which I think is what this might be. That's got a tree on it. And basically what we're going to get people to do is use this, which is like a little ink pad, and then they're going to put their fingers in it and leave their own fingerprint, and hopefully it will stay on the canvas. That's my other worry, is that it's not going to work. I think these are meant to be like ring adjuster things, but I'm not entirely sure how these work. So just packs of coloured pencils, because I'm going to make little activity packs, so when people are sat at the tables and stuff like that, they've got something to do, somewhere quiet to go to do that as well. Oh, something else that I'm going to do to put on that tree is I'm going to get Jerry and Teaser to put their paw prints on as well. I am a bit worried that that tree is not going to work because it seems very waterproof, which is going to be a problem. So I got these socks for Dom. They just say, I do what she says, which I think I might give to him on the day. Some more pencils. Ah, belts. I bought belts. One to wrap around like my belly area. Just have it like this. It's really nice. It's got pearls, it's got gems, sparkles all around, which is lovely. Oh, these are, I'm not going to take these out, but they are dress and suit bags, to keep them safe. I got some more material. This is like crepe material, but it's got a shimmer to it, whereas the other ones haven't. So I think this is just ones that I'm going to wear for my big skirt over the top, if there's enough. Oh yeah, that's much better. But yeah, it's like sparkly again. Don't think you can see. But hopefully I'm going to make some sleeves out of these. So they'll just sit like that. So I'm going to make some like cute little straps to go on there like that, as well as the little poofy sleeves. Oh, I got a load of these, which are like bubble containers. I need to fill these up with like bubble liquid so that we can blow bubbles. I have a rusty orange cheesecloth. So these stands, I have one of these stands that stays in my wedding fair box, that I take with me to put like little signs in, and they are perfect for what I need them for. I'm going to use these again as signage. I'm also going to use these at the Broadway event that I'm doing, so these are going to be the table numbers. I'm hoping that this box has the set of 12 in them. So there we are, tablecloth. Obviously I'm not going to get it all out, but yeah, there we are. Finally, we got there. Crikey, I felt like that was a really long process to try and get this video filmed, but here we are. Thank you for coming and viewing these videos. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've got. I'll probably buy more things so you can see what else I get in future. But for now, because it's so late, it's now dinner time. So I'm going to go and get some food and make my lunch for tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!